Hey, thank you for taking time to hop on a call to potentially host an Expand Your Limits event at your facility. And if I haven't met you yet, my name is Kelsey Lensman, founder here at Expand Your Limits. And what I'm going to do on this is just review all the information that we chatted through via call and make sure that you are incredibly clear and that you know next steps if you want to host it at your facility. To give a brief intro about our mission is to challenge women of all ages, all levels, outside of their comfort zones to show themselves what they're truly capable of. I've always said it and I'll say it again, is when you break a physical belief of what's possible, especially for women, is it opens you up to all the different potential that you have within that you might not even realize. That's getting hidden by self-doubt or fear of failure. And when we confront that and we overcome it, it opens you up to so much more. And this all started with one woman here actually in Columbus, Ohio. And it was a woman named Stacy. And she first never thought that she would be in a gym. Secondly, never thought that she would be 1 rep maxing bench press. And we had all of our women there. And Stace got underneath the barbell and I said, take a deep breath. You got it. Have confidence. Believe in yourself. She was nervous. The fear was loud. And I unracked her and see she slowly brought that bar down and then boom, pushed it off. And you could tell in that moment, every belief broke of what was possible within her. And she was like, I never thought I could do that. I just did that. The gym went crazy. She went crazy. And she said that she went in her car after she had a moment. And she said, I never thought I would be able to do that number on bench. Never entertained it. I let doubt, I let fear, I let hesitation come in. And if I did that and I didn't think that I could do, what else am I limiting myself with? And that is the main reason of why we do what we do, is so women can break those beliefs that leads to such a greater transformation within and in different areas of their life as well. And that actually led to a big campaign that I created and completed a couple years ago called Mission 48. That's where I created this campaign where we raise money for a charity for young girls to build confidence. And I competed in 48 different fitness competitions in 48 states in 48 days, which is kind of crazy, but it opened me up to how many women and young girls need this. How many women are doubting themselves, are self-limiting themselves of what's possible. And when we can build community in person and confront fear together, it opens you up to so much. So that has led to us expanding our XYL events where our flagship is our strength, our squat, bench, and deadlift or bench and deadlift. That is our bread and butter. We ran it in so many different cities, and that is such a great community builder, first of all. But we wanted to, no pun intended, expand our limits as well. And so we included endurance events, including high rocks PFTs, running style events, also resilience, which is breathwork and cold plunge. And then finally, outdoors events, where these can include military style events where we've had Navy SEALs run our events before, and also mountain hiking events across the entire US. And so we want to have different facets and vehicles for people to be a part of it, where strength might be your comfort zone, but outdoors is not. And so we want to build community with that way. And with our events, it is all women, all levels. So we have all levels from completely beginner, not having much experience at all competing, to also those seasoned athletes. And we've had ages 6 to 72 so far compete in our events. And with every different event that we have what's called our For the One campaign. This is where it's for the one woman that is lost or needs our support to put a hand back and help her along her journey. And so through this, we partner with a local charity within every different event that the gym host can choose, as long as it aligns with the mission of really empowering women and young girls. And we get to support that charity. And that's a really big component to what we do. Like I said, it invites women to true transformation within and builds an already strong community within that gym. It builds even better. And like I said, if you're listening to this, you already have a strong community or we wouldn't have reached out to you. And so I'm excited just to continue to add to that and level that up as we go. And so within this, what is it? What is an XYL event and how do you host it? So this is a 1-day in-person event that is highly, yes, still competitive, but also supportive. And after your first event that you host, it will unlock access to being able to expand into high rocks PFTs or hybrid style events or running events. We like to also grow with our gyms and not just be a one-off and then done, but continue to grow with them to build that community there. And like I said, every event hosts or supports a local charity that 100% of the door fees, we don't even touch the money, go to that local charity, which can upwardly support them $1,500 to $2,000. And who's involved? Like I said, it's all women, all ages and experience levels. Guys are more than welcome to come and volunteer and be a part of it. Our guys usually love the events and just get so jazzed and excited for it. But specifically competing, it is all women. And for our flagship style strength event, it is similar to a traditional powerlifting meet style, where there's one platform. We put specific lifters in different divisions and flights, and they have 3 attempts in squat, 3 attempts in bench, and 3 attempts in deadlift. And this event is really geared to showing them how strong they actually are. And many are completely mind blown as they step onto that platform. What's different about ours is we don't do weigh-ins. I don't want women cutting for our events. We do have a pro division that people can graduate into that are specific weigh-ins if you want to see where you're at in that division. But for our flagship style, it is just age group specific, which takes weigh-ins out, and there's also no federation or payment fee. All they pay is for specifically registration, and that is it. We don't need a membership fee additional to that. And then how hosting works, I will get into this more in the next slide. But basically, our team will handle all the back-end registration, awards, lifter bags, sponsorships, marketing. We are the back-end. We take a lot of the struggle out of it with hosting events, and we put all the back-end pieces together. We give you a playbook of basically this is how it goes from start to finish to everything in between. Our host gym specifically there will lead and run that event in their city. So we will have one main contact person that we are communicating with throughout, and they are responsible for actually leading and running that event in that city. Like I said, for this specific year, we are wanting to get out to our satellite events specifically. So we potentially can talk about that, but that gym host is responsible for that. And the overall projected time is between 9 and 2 to 3 p.m. And that is dependent on the specific event size. So obviously a smaller event will go quicker, a larger event will take a little bit more time. And then age division and athlete pathways. So age divisions here are our main division style for our strength event. And then we do have an optional add-on after the first event you host to add a pro division and also potential adaptive division. So pro division are weigh-ins, and that's for more experienced lifters. And then adaptive division could be individuals that are wheelchair bound, vision impaired, hearing impaired. We do want to open this up to all different types of women, and that is our goal. And then our springtime, we will host different local events around the country, which then can qualify people to compete in our national Women Expanding Limits event that I like to say is our female version of the Arnold. And we're going to continue to build on that over the next couple of years. And so you can bring your local community, your gym, meet all different types of gyms, and just have an amazing weekend here in Columbus, Ohio for that weekend. And so let's chat gym host benefits. So our goal is to make this, yes, impactful for your community, but also profitable for you as a gym. So first is financial opportunity, as we have multiple revenue streams that you're able to make a profit with. And the first with that is athlete registration. So we do a 70-30 athlete registration split. So 70 us, 30 you all that you can generate revenue from. Also a 30-70, so 30% us, 70% you all with any sponsorships you bring in. And we have specific sponsorship tiers for that. And finally, a 90-10 merchandise split. So if we sell any XYL merchandise there, 90% us, 10% you as a thank you. So there's multiple revenue streams. 100% of the door fee is donated to a local women's charity of your choice. And then you can sell any merchandise that you have branded with your gym specifically, or anything that you want to promote what you are doing with. You can keep all the revenue from that, obviously, and sell anything there. We want this to be a massive win for you all. Secondly, from marketing and visibility, is you're featured nationally on our XYL host map that we're currently working on, and promoted across all of our XYL channels, from YouTube to Instagram to everything that we have there. So people can go on, see all the different gyms that we have. And so if they visit your state or visit your local area, they can also get involved there. Your gym logo will be featured on all of our event graphics, promo materials, and we also will have a custom event commercial. Think of it like a short video that you can share with your community to tell them what the event is, inviting them to the event, and so they get to experience it actually and be very unique and personal to them. And then also 30 to 50 new women at your space, along with 75 to 100 projected spectators, depending on the event size. And we have seen gyms actually gain members after the event because people can feel the environment, they get excited about that community. And so we've seen actually a good amount of gyms have new members because of the event. From a full event support and operations, like I said, we handle all the back end registration, scoring, branding, athlete gifts, all of that, you name it, we're going to take care of it. We'll also give you an event kit and playbook so you know how to set your gym up, the floor plan, the judging standards. What we do require is just you simply guarantee at minimum 20 athletes registered. One, also to make it beneficial for you all and the athletes to make it as best of an event as possible. From a coaching guide or host coaching and guidance is we do a one-on-one onboarding call to set you up for success, and then 4 structured prep calls throughout the experience. A kickoff call, 1 month out, 1 week out, and then finally a post-event review. And you are also assigned a dedicated host coordinator that is specific to your event, that is your go-to person. They will give you monthly updates. They'll walk through any questions that you have and make sure that you feel incredibly equipped on that event day to be able to run it successfully. And then athlete volunteer community experience, it is our goal to make this a wow factor for all the athletes, not just on the event day, but leading up to it. Is we have pretty high standards with our communication, as it should be. So we will do introductions, medals, live scoring, media package. From a volunteer support is we have all the volunteer trainings, branded t-shirts for them, and also we'll equip them with a fuel station to get food throughout the event. And then obviously a meaningful community impact with the charity that you all and we all will partner with to be able to just have athletes, volunteers, everybody a part of it, knowing that it's for something bigger. Yes, it's for them to compete and be competitive with, but it's also for something bigger at the end of the day too. And so a little bit more detail, what we're responsible for, this is also on the website, is we're responsible for full back-end systems and scoring, registrations, waivers, all athlete communication, medals, awards, gifts, division and flight assignments, access to the athlete community, and full support. We will be there guiding them every step of the way. From media and branding, we will create all the digital marketing media, platform banners, and branded event assets, custom event commercial for your specific community. And then we also will hire a photographer that you can have all of the media deliverables after zero cost to you all, and then printed signage too. From a volunteer standpoint, we'll have a host portal where you get access to, also volunteers will get access to host training and volunteer trainings, onboarding call, prep calls as we go throughout also the process, branded volunteer shirts, and like I said, also a dedicated host coordinator that you will work one-on-one with. From a sponsorship standpoint, we are responsible for sponsorships, but also if you have a local sponsorship or company that wants to be involved, like I said, you do get revenue from that. So that could be a massive win on your end. So we will take care of all the national sponsorships, and then we will also equip you with sponsor outreach templates if you do want to get local sponsors involved, and we will integrate that sponsorship across all of our media. And then last but not least, from social media and promotion is we will create all the back end social media templates, from also how do you post this or what caption do I put. We create all of that is literally given to you. And then also all the event promotion materials, from Instagram posts to stories to videos. And then finally, national recognition is you will get a part of our XYL Gym host community that will be on our website that people from all over can see. So if they're traveling to your state and they want to see somebody that has been involved with us, boom, they click it and they can see it and see all your information as well. Whew, okay, that's what we're responsible for. What the gym host is responsible for, and this is pretty detailed out. So firstly is providing a clean, organized facility with required equipment that I will go over next. Secondly is follow XYL's approved floor plan. We will have that in the playbook of the floor plan and event day setup. If there's anything specific questions about your facility, like I said, you have that coordinator for a reason. Utilize them. Run event day operations, check-in, transitions, award, and sound system. You are that on-day event fulfillment there. So we will equip you, and then you will run that event, and then uphold just XYL judging standards and safety protocols, which we will have in our playbook. Okay. Media and branding, you know your local community best, so please just promote it locally. We will do our best in getting other athletes involved and people in your community, but please just get this out there to them. And that will help also getting that community involved. And then just ensure a minimum of 20 registered athletes. We do require that minimum to make it beneficial for you and for the athletes as well. So we need that minimum hit by a month out to also follow through with this event. Volunteer and host support, recruit on-site volunteers. Like I said, this can be male or female. We require 3 judges for this strength event, 4 plate loaders and spotters, and then 3 additional volunteers. So around 10 to 12 volunteers total to be able to make it a success for you. And then we will also supply volunteer food that day, but we do ask just you have water on site or maybe some snacks so volunteers can grab it. Sponsorships, we will confirm big sponsors, but what we ask for of you is you decide what charity you want your gym to partner with. As long as it is XYL Improve, we want to make sure that it is good messaging and that it is a charity that aligns with our mission. And then optional is just to reach out to local sponsors with our templates to get them on board as well. Social media and promotion is just promote the event across your socials. And then communication on your end is just attend our onboarding and then our group host calls. Stay up to date in the host portal, which we will give you access to. Maintain standard gym liability insurance. We will require that. But we also do have our own liability insurance on our end. Ensure first aid access and emergency readiness. I always say, God forbid anything happens, but we do want to have a plan in play for that. And then communicate event day schedule changes with members. Obviously, for some gyms, they need to either shut down portions of their gym for this. So just communicate to your current members to make it a win there. The equipment checklist, this is also on our list, but from a facility is a clean gym environment with 1 to 2 accessible bathrooms, clean floor space for a platform, warm-up area, and spectator seating, and functional HVAC or fans to maintain safe temperatures. Obviously, if it's early springtime in some places, it's not as needed, but especially if it's a summer event, that can get really hot and muggy. From a bar and weight standpoint is 1 power bar and 1 deadlift bar. Deadlift bar is ideal to keep across all of our satellite events, but 1 power bar specifically, 2 clips/collars, and then standardized weight plates in pounds. We do pounds, not kilos. So 2.5 plates, 5-pound plates, 10-pound plates, 25-pound plates, 45-pound plates, and then 2 10-pound bumper plates. So ideally a 10-pound bumper and a 25-pound bumper just to maintain the ideal deadlift height for all athletes. That is bars and weights, racks and lifting area, a squat rack and a bench rack. Some people do have the ability to actually have that power rack that you can convert into a squat and a bench rack. And then a deadlift platform or area. And then non-slip mats if needed just for traction. We want to make sure people's feet don't slip. And then warm-up area have 1 squat rack or open barbell station. This is very helpful for warm-up specifically. So we do want a warm-up area there, warm-up plates, and then designated warm-up space separated from the platform area. Other items include 1 computer for scoring and just the admin work. We will have that computer live that event day to do the live updated scoring. 1 to 2 TVs. 2 tables for check-in and scoring, 5+ chairs. We will equip the event with also on-site spectator chairs, HDMI cord or a Apple TV so we can stream the TV or stream the computer to that TV, and extension cords or power strips. From a safety or cleaning is first aid kit, barbell brush, highly recommend, especially for deadlift, and then just disinfectant spray and towels just for bars and benches just to make sure that the space is maintained. And then preferred is 2 additional 15 or 10-pound bumper plates, 2 additional 25-pound bumper plates. Highly recommend that. Extra change plates, chalk, additional warm-up stations, and then speaker or PA system. It's preferred, but you will need a speaker or PA because it can get loud there. And then optional, just additional lifter belts, and then backup clips or barbell. Okay, that is equipment. All right, going on with this one is the host playbook. So this is pre-event. We will have monthly checklist tasks via the portal, free content to use that will be specifically for your gym and your logo. 1 month out, 1 week out calls with our team. Event day, we will have packages sent to your facility, printable with all items needed for event day. And then post-event, is we have a post-event breakdown form. You will send the scores to us so we can post it and get this out to the entire community. And then our team will handle all post-event communication, scores sent out, and content packages delivered. So you will have a genuine playbook and portal that will give you all the required items. So let's chat through revenue split and revenue model. Like we said, is we made big improvements to make this even more profitable for you all and make this a bigger win financially as well. So first thing is we do require a host fee of $750. What this will cover is all the volunteer shirts, all the awards, branding, include all the back-end systems, scoring software, provides all the event day materials and signage, includes the onboarding, host coaching calls, and gives you access to our host portal and playbooks. So it's basically everything that we will equip you with. That is what the host fee covers to make it as successful of an event day as possible for you all. And then this is where we made some big improvements to make sure it is such a big win for you, is the revenue split. So there's multiple different areas. First thing is athlete registration is we do a 70-30 athlete registration split. 70 us, 30 you all. And there's an ability to make upwards of $1,200+. Obviously, the more athletes, the more beneficial it is. And we will do our due diligence and work really hard in getting those women there involved through outreach and what we do on our end. And then just flipped is a 30-70 split. So 30 us, 70 you all from any sponsors that you bring in. As a thank you, we want to make sure it is incredibly financially beneficial. The 30 also just goes for us to being able to fulfill that on our end. And then a 90-10 split for any XYL merch sold on that event day. So we will bring specific merch there if you want, and that is a 90-10 split. And also you are able to sell any of your merchandise, anything that will be beneficial to the community that is branded for your gym. You're also able to sell it there. We don't want to touch a dime. That is a thank you for that. And then charity-wise, it is 100% door donations. So we recommend between $8 to $12 as a door fee. That's really standard, actually lower than a lot of powerlifting meets. And then charities can benefit upwards of $1,500 to $2,000 for that. So that will directly go to the charities we want nothing to do with. We do with it. We don't put our hands on it. We want that to go directly to the charities on that end. Whew! All right. If this sounds like something that you are interested in and you want to take the next steps, please confirm the ideal date and pay the host fee. You will see that below. It is literally just a button, and that will trigger the onboarding process. What that is going to include is you will fill out an onboarding form. That's so we can get your gym information, address, logos, everything, so we can equip everything on our back end. After that, we will set up a one-to-one onboarding host call. This is where we'll have all the content ready, the host portal ready. You will be able to know next steps after, and then we launch and go. And then it is go time specifically there. Like I said, you will have a dedicated coordinator for your specific venue. So that is your point person that you can ask any questions, and they will update you monthly as we get going. If it's no, not a big deal at all. Just please share your final decision with us, and it would be helpful with a why, just so we can continue to innovate and improve for our event hosts. But we do appreciate your time. We do appreciate you watching this video and hopping on a call with us to be able to potentially put this at your event, at your venue. So overall, thank you for being a part of this. I know this was a pretty long video, but I did want to go in depth. You'll be able to see that you can download this specific slide deck to review and go over. If you have any questions, please let us know. But we are excited to potentially bring an XYL event at your facility. And please email us events@expandyourlimit.com if you have any additional questions or want to hop on another call. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your week.